Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King 2, and today I'm going to be giving you part 3 of What If Naruto Stole all Konoha Jutsus and Secrets and ran away. Remember to get this one to 100 likes as usual, share this to all of your friends on your social media platform, and also guys, don't forget to go ahead and check out the brand new episode of a movie over Anime Prince, a movie of Naruto being sent to the Last of Us universe. And enjoy that guys. And also, remember for new, yes I indeed have 4 channels, which I post What If on every single day. Yes, you heard that correctly, every single day for you guys to enjoy. So go ahead and smash that red subscribe button and become a part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help and your support. So without further ado or wasting any more time, what do you say we jump right into this brand new episode? Begin now guys. So the last time we left off, Orochimaru was shocked at the amount of thinking and thought that Naruto placed in his plan in order to avoid any suspicion on himself and also create panic within Konoha without them suspecting them one bit. It was amazing. As of this moment, the only missing person from Konoha was Yakumo. Hiruzen knew nothing about Naruto, as he only believed that, Naruto was here and that was a clone after all. Yes, he was playing things smart. As Naruto made his way to go and see Yakumo, the both of them reunite as she was happy to see him. She started teasing him, which made Naruto tickle her. That is when a monster came and destroyed the area where they stood, but Naruto had already grabbed Yakumo bridal style and was on the wall. It turns out that it was from Teiwaya, as it was one of the friends that Yakumo had made, carrying curse at Teiwaya because she almost got Yakumo as well, but Teiwaya wouldn't admit that she did something really stupid. She just moved without thinking, as she had sent one of her dokis to destroy the person on Yakumo, unaware that this was Naruto. Saying that, she realized who he was and realized a big mistake that she almost made. It's a good thing they were able to get out of the way in time, as Naruto was able to meet the both of them. He also told them who he is and what exactly is inside of him. They were surprised to hear that. It wasn't long after Naruto was able to meet the members of the Sound 4, as he was able to quickly connect to them, as they did not treat them like how Konoha treated both Yakumo and Naruto. Here they felt like they had a home. Yakumo was happy for that, and she was glad that Naruto was here as well with her. She was worrying for the past 2 weeks when he was in that tank. Orochimaru soon arrived and told him that it was time for the big testing. So with that, they were taken to a room. As Naruto saw a boy, the glass lowered and the boy was freed. The moment he was freed, he attacked Naruto and punched him through a wall, as Naruto lay there. However, one of the side effects of Orochimaru's experiment on him allowed Naruto's body to adapt the scales, yes, the scales of Samihata, was now infused in Naruto DNA. Pulling himself out of the wall, Naruto attacked Hyuga, but Hyuga was powerful, even as young as he was, and you had to keep in mind that Naruto was still 6 years old. Hyuga was able to knock Naruto back even after Naruto stole his chakra, seeing that he now had the ability to do so because of Samihata's skills. They fought, as Naruto ended up flooding the area, as Hyuga tried to take him out by using the cannons on the back of his hand to drive more extra force. As Naruto transformed, everyone watched from the other room. When Naruto emerged in the water, he transformed into a shark-like beast. Hyuga stood no chance in the water as Naruto ripped him apart, as he made sure not to kill him though, as Orochimaru did not want him dead. Hyuga was knocked out cold, as the 6-year-old Naruto came out victorious. We then had a time skip. Itachi had a terrible feeling as he was running back to the village. Something was going on, something bad, as he felt it in his bones. While that was going on, the clan was being massacred. as Mikata was holding on to her youngest when she was running with him, Sasuke, praying that everything was going to be okay. However, they came upon the perpetrator, which was none other than Shisui Uchiha. Mikata stood tall as she would fight. She would fight for her son. She would not go like this as she breathed a massive ball of flames. However, Shisui dodged. Itachi arrived at the right moment though and knocked Shisui away. That is where the conflict started as Itachi told his mother to take Sasuke and go. She told him to be careful as he told her that he will see her soon. That is when the real battle commenced as both Itachi and Shisui started to fight. The battle between them was brutal, but Shisui was so much stronger. Itachi placed him under the Tsukiyomi and tortured him for 73 hours. However, all this time Itachi was torturing himself as Shisui used a powerful genjutsu that was able to turn reality into something else. Up was down, down was up, left was right, right was left. Everything was switched and introverted and everything was just crazy. However, Itachi knew the real reason why Shisui was doing this. Shisui frowned hearing that, as he didn't want Itachi to know that. He wanted to be hunted down and killed by Itachi in the future, but now that Itachi knew his secret, he had to kill him. Shisui was the one that made Itachi get the Sharingan because he get killed. Someone that Itachi truly cared about. A woman. As he had been the one to take her life. Itachi was angered by that, as he mustered up his power, but in the end Shisui was still able to bring him down, able to create a saber of nothing but intensified flames that could cut through anything, even Itachi's Sano. However, before he could finish him off, as he would have to use Sasuke for this, he was blocked by Hyuga, as there was a crow on the man's shoulder. He apologized for being late as he didn't know what to think of Itachi's message that was sent to him, but now he was here because Hayashi was able to perfectly counter all of Shisui's attack. There was a reason why Itachi called him. So yeah guys, basically as we left off, you guys can switch across the playcheck of yourself. So this we jump right into this brand new episode begin now guys. Hayashi Hyuga, fancy meeting you here of all places, Shisui said before he started to cough violently. As he straightened himself up, that crow on his shoulder, there is no doubt about it, that's one of Itachi's summons. He must have sent it ahead before he came to do battle with me. But why did he not inform the envoys or the Hokage? Does he really not trust the higher ups that much? The only reason I can think of, besides the fact that he chose a perfect opponent for me, is that he wanted someone else from another clan to witness this, to ensure his and his family protection. After all, the Hokage would not order the annihilation of a clan in front of another clan head. The other clans would desert the village if they ever found out. Damn you, Itachi. Just how far ahead did you plan for this? Shisui thought angrily. You're rather injured and half exhausted already. As a member of the noble Hyuga clan, I would have rather fought you at full strength. But as a shinobi of the Hidden Leaf, it matters not. I will kill you right here and now for your transgression, Shisui Uchiha. Hayashi said as he lowered himself into his stance. The crow on his shoulder poofed away, having completed its mission and didn't want to get caught up in the crossfire. We'll just have to see about that, Shisui said. The atmosphere became tense and thick with killer intent as both foes looked at each other, both of their dojutsu looking as fearsome as ever. A heavy breeze picked up all of a sudden, as if it was encouraging the bloodshed that was about to pick up. I have already exhausted half of my chakra. My left hand has ceased functioning while he is fresh and ready for battle. Moreover, this is the strongest Hyuga clan member, a clan that is known for their strength and ocular powers that rival our own, Shisui thought to himself, as Hayashi spoke up once again. To put someone in a genjutsu, one has to transfer their chakra into their opponent's system, and then in turn use that chakra to manipulate their victim, sense of observation, hearing, smell, taste, touch, by manipulating nervous system. But that method does not work so well against a Byakugan master, who has the ultimate visual perception of chakra. Furthermore, our clan chakra manipulation ability, especially with regards to expelling chakra from our bodies, make it much easier for us to get rid of the foreign chakra in our system. You get it, right? You do not stand a chance here. So I'll give you one more chance to forfeit and turn yourself in, Hayashi said, with a touch of arrogance. Perhaps you're right. Indeed, a master Byakugan user like yourself will be able to see through and dispel my genjutsu with ease. But that doesn't mean that you are immune to genjutsu. You can still be affected by my jutsu, even if it's just for a split second. And that's all I will need to finish this battle, Shisui replied. In that instant, his left eye reverted back to the Mangekyo as he disappeared in a silent sunshine. He appeared on Hayashi's right side, its Tanto in hand to stab the man right through his kidney, but Hayashi reacted too fast for his young foe, his hand already coated in chakra as he slashed out, blocking the attack. Your teleportation speed is the best, but as a supreme master of the Hyuga Taijutsu style, my strikes are rare and my speed is unrivaled. Now you will die. However, Hayashi was shocked when his hand phased right through his opponent. And that's all the time I need, Shisui said from behind him, ready to take his head off until a chakra barrier completely blocked his strike. Again, jutsu that create an inverted world, where everything is the opposite of what it should be. No doubt, a truly powerful jutsu indeed. But did you really think you could sneak up on a person with 360-degree vision? Hayashi asked with an uncharacteristic smirk on his face. What is this chakra, Shisui thought, as his eyes widened even more, if that was even possible. As Shisui realized what it was, chakra that was able to manifestate outside of the body, and in its purest form. This is... So you figure it out, Hayashi said, seeing the look in his eyes. However, you are too late. Rotation! Hayashi spun as a chakra turned into a gigantic dome of spinning chakra around him. Shisui was blasted back as he was sent sailing through several of the Uchiha buildings. The rotation was at least 2.5 times bigger than any other rotation that Shisui has ever seen before. No wonder Hayashi was the clan head. If your opponent is too fast and elusive, then destroy him in an instant with a wide area counterattack. No matter how fast you are, there is only so much a human can do, as long as they rely on movement. Only an instant transportation technique like the one used by the Fotokage could have been able to avoid that attack within my range, Hayashi said. But despite his emotional face, that was not what he was feeling inside. There was no better feeling than fighting, and also defeating one that was said to be one of the greatest fighters of your arch rival clan. Coughing could be heard. Hayashi-san, is it over? As it came from Itachi, he had silently moved himself away from the battle, as he was now there, leaned up against a wall. No, that wasn't enough to kill him. His chakra system is still working, and he's getting back up. It appears he was able to avoid most of my attack. I was only able to crack a few ribs. What an elusive individual, Hayashi said. I see. I'm losing a lot of blood. Do you think you can end it quickly, Itachi said. Brace yourself, he's coming. In your weakened condition, he might try to use you as a hostage. Make sure that doesn't happen. Itachi nodded. Laughing could be heard as Shisui leaped out of the hole of the broken building. And what exactly are you laughing at? You cannot hide anything from these eyes of mine. Do you really think there's anything that you could do in your condition? Hayashi asked with his eyes narrowing. Shisui's face now looked rather insane. Do you fools think that you're the only ones that know to plan ahead? My goal was to exterminate the Uchiha clan, and it shall be done, he said. Plan ahead? What are you talking about? Itachi asked nervously, a sinking feeling eating at the bottom of his stomach. Before I attacked the clan, I created a shadow clone and had it hide itself until a good presence show itself. This opportunity showed itself when you allow Aunt Mikoto and Sasuke-kun to be separated from you, because the clone only had one order to fulfill before the end of his existence. Eliminate Uchiha Mikoto and Sasuke Uchiha, Shisui said, a twisted smirk on his face. Itachi's eyes widened in shock and despair as his life started to flash in front of his eyes. All the times his mother took care of him when he hurt himself doing training. All the times he played with Sasuke and taught him shuriken training. His mother loving smile and his brother look of admiration as he made it into the Anvu squad. And lastly, the last image in his mind was one that he feared the most. The both of them lying in a pool of their own blood. Itachi, northeast, 3 miles away, hurry up. The clone has not found them yet. Snap out of it, boy, Hayashi said. Itachi was immediately broken from his thoughts as he went off quickly as possible, without even replying. Damn you and those eyes, Shisui thought in anger. In his current technique, even a clone might be a problem for him. I didn't want to use this technique, but you leave me no choice. I have to end this quickly and help Itachi. Be proud of yourself, Shisui. You are the first person to ever witness this sacred technique of the Hyuga clan, said Hayashi as he went into a strange stance. It looked similar to the 8 Trigram 64 palms, however, it was different at the same time. That stance. What do you think I am, some kind of fool? Do you really think I will allow you to engage me in a taijutsu battle? Earlier, you said that my teleportation speed was useless if my strike range was slower than yours. But it works both ways. Your strike speed is useless when I can simply run away with my teleportation speed, Shisui retorted. Do not be mistaken, this is not a taijutsu attack. This is a secret Hyuga clan ninjutsu, Hayashi said, as his body started to emit lightning transmissions from head to toe. 8 tetragrams, he said. 256 Bikurai shots. As he brought his index and middle finger together, as he curled the rest of his fingers into his palm, he fired off lightning bolts at hypersonic speeds, all of them toward his opponent aimed to kill. Shisui tried his best to dodge as many of them as possible, but they were just so fast, and there were too much of them. Damn it, at this rate, the only thing I can manage is to not get hit in my vital areas, but I cannot stop them from hitting me. I can't believe that he has a jutsu like this up his sleeve. Has the Hyuga clan really been this strong this entire time? Thought Shisui as he was being punctured through. Even the chakra showed that he was trying to use as defense on his body was being rendered useless. 128, 256, Hayashi shouted out. I can't believe it, they're getting faster. Damn it, I'm gonna die if I don't do something about this. There's no way around it. I'm gonna have to use that jutsu. To think that someone not even of Uchiha descent has forced me to make me use the third power of my eye. As he closed his eyes for a split second, when he opened them, both Mangetios were shining brightly. A large, vacuum-like portal appeared out of thin air, just as Shisui was about to use his third power, as it sucked all of the lightning bolts inside. You don't have enough chakra left to use that jutsu, Shisui. What would be the point of using it just to die after some chakra exhaustion? Come, there is nothing left for you here. A dark and sinister voice spoke up from inside the space-time technique. Shisui was not given a chance to say anything as he was sucked inside as well. Who or what are you, Hayashi said, looking towards the wormhole. My name shall be revealed at a later time, but if you must know, I'm Shisui, mentor. I'm impressed and surprised that you were able to defeat Shisui. You remind me of the founder of your clan, Hyuga Seiko. You have the same look that he used to have. His blood is strongly manifested in you. Hyuga Seiko? You speak of him like you know him personally. But that's impossible, Hayashi said. My power is vast and limitless. Nothing is impossible to me. We shall meet again in the future. You will have your rematch with Shisui when we come back to this village to destroy it. You can count on that. The strange voice spoke up before the space and time hole disappeared. What in the world was that? And that chakra? I've never felt something like that before, Hayashi thought. My hands and my body is shaking. Was his presence really that powerful to leave me feeling like this even after he's gone? More importantly, Who is he? And what was he to Shisui, besides being a mentor? Was he a Uchiha? No, I don't believe there's any other rogue Uchihas, since Mother Uchiha and he's dead. I'll have to think about this later. I have to help Itachi, thought Hayashi as he quickly disappeared off. Time skip. So, how can I help you today, Karen-chan? I was under the impression that today was your break from training. Or did I misunderstood something about your schedule? Kabuto asks, as he pushed up his glasses. They were in one of the many main laboratory rooms inside of the main base of the Hidden Sound. This is where Karen knew that her sensei would be experimenting with Jugo DNA in order to improve the curse mark for Lord Orochimaru. They need to finish the project before the start of the next year. That was their target. The Sound for Life depended on it. If they did not manage to reduce the death rates and manage to improve the subject mental control post survival of the curse mark implantation, they might as well just sign their death warrant for their comrades. That was something that neither of them wanted, for different reasons. Kabuto did not want to lose the Sound 4 because they were key figures in Orochimaru's Sama plans, and also potential hosts for his master. And Karen didn't want to lose them because they were her dear friends, and she considered them like family. Naruto and Yakumo bond had influenced the youth of Sound since they arrived. Never before had any factions in the Sound been so united, and it had changed ever since those two arrived almost 2 years ago. Even Jugo was now a part of the official forces. Yakumo and Naruto had made short work of that. A simple addition of Naruto's sealing and Yakumo mind barrier technique, they were able to lock away Jugo alter ego even when he went full curse mode. Sure, he became sadistic and violent whenever he went full curse mode, but without his alter ego to take over, he recognized his comrades, and he could still strategize and create good plans mid-battle. Karen knew that she shouldn't be surprised that they were to help Jugo. After all, they were in similar situations compared to him, with the demon that Yakumo had inside of her. And Naruto can be Jew. They could easily consider themselves similar to Jugo, and they understood him the best, and they quickly found a way to help him. As Jugo had taken a real shine to Naruto, as both of them had been like brothers ever since then, even people going as far to refer them to as the monster brothers of the Sound. Yakumo's situation was strange though. Apparently, the Edo demon was not as evil as everyone thought it was to be. Okay, it was really evil and dark, however, it loved Yakumo. It wanted to keep Yakumo safe. Everything that it had done was in order to protect Yakumo. It was a sort of love in its own twisted way. It had killed Yakumo's parents because it recognized them to be the source of her pain. Her parents had placed so much burden on her as a young girl to secure the future of their clan being in the Shinobi forces. And when Kurenai had gave up on her because her body was not able to keep up physically, instead of encouraging her, they also basically told her that they did not believe in her anymore and she should take up another career. Sure, they never said it like that, and they did not mean any ill will, but the effects was just the same. Yakumo had been hurt and devastated, so Edo believed that it was best to get rid of her source of pain. That is why it had killed her parents. Edo also wanted to kill the Hokage and Kurenai as well for hurting her Yakumo-chan, but she was sealed away before she could do that. Nevertheless, they had a good understanding with each other now, as Yakumo had to be the one to teach her now on what to do, what was right and what was wrong, and who she had to help and who she should not kill. You see, I need you to help me with something really important, Kabuto-sensei, she said. It's for my kunoichi training. As Karen seemed rather nervous. Oh, well, you know I'm always willing to help you, Karen-chan. After all, you're my prized student. So tell me, what would you like my help for? Asked a 12-year-old medical shinobi prodigy. Damn it, Karen, what are you so scared of? Sensei may be a psychopath mad scientist, but he's been a lot kinder since he became friends with Naruto-kun. Okay, maybe not kind exactly, but he seemed less insane and less cruel, Karen thought. Well, you see, I was having a talk with Naruto-kun before. He left on his mission, and you see, Naruto-kun said there was something special about me. So, Kabuto-sensei, I was wondering if you could help me discover the secrets to my body. I know that you're the only one that knows the human body enough to do it right. Please, sensei, she asks. Kabuto's eyes widen in shock, and fear, and anxiety, as sweat starts to run down the side of his head. To what this sweet, innocent girl just asked him. What could she be possibly asking him by saying that? Either she was... No, she was too young to be even thinking of something like that. In fact, he was too young to be even thinking about something like that. And more importantly, wasn't she supposed to be infatuated with Naruto-kun? Everyone in the town that knew her knew that much, as she didn't bother to make it a secret. Well, she tried, but it was unconvincing. No way. I must have misunderstood her words. Somehow, this is Ninja World. Nothing is like what it seems after all. Kabuto said, trying to convince himself despite the situation having nothing to do with the Ninja World or the ninja arts. Karen-chan, could you please tell me exactly what you and Naruto-kun talk about? Perhaps I can get a better understanding of the situation and help you better, said Kabuto, as he was nervous as well. Oh, okay, she said. Flashback. Come on, Naruto-kun. When are you gonna take me on a date, huh? I know you want to, so stop trying to deny yourself of something that we both want, Karen said, as her head was resting on Naruto's shoulder. The both of them were walking, as she had intercepted Naruto as he was about to meet up with his team to go on his first X-rank mission. Karen had made sure to intercept him to get some alone time with him, seeing that Yakumo had been stealing him for herself. Well, that is what her young, immature mind told her in this situation that it was. As Naruto spoke, his tone was calm. Never, he said. At this rate, I will never consider taking you on a date. As Karen stopped dead in her tracks hearing that. You can't be serious. I thought that you cared about me. You said so yourself. You said that I was your precious person. Was that a lie? I knew it. You're just like the others. The ones that used to lie and make fun of me behind my back. What? Was it some big joke? Did you say that just so you can make fun of me? As she started to sniffle. I hate you, she yelled. As she tried to run away, however, Naruto gripped her wrists, stopping her. As she tried her best to get away, but she could not. She was angry at him. She hated him. How dare he use her like that? How dare he play with her feelings? As Naruto patiently waited for her to calm down, there was a reason why he said what he did. As he was serious when he said it, he would do whatever it takes to protect his precious people. Even if it might hurt the both of them, at least she would not be dead. Eventually she calmed down, realizing that she could not escape his grip. Why? Why did you do this? Why are you doing this to me, Naruto-kun? I thought that you liked me. Don't I mean anything to you? Everything we done together, all the nice time we had over the past 2 years, don't they mean anything to you? She asked, as she spoke in a soft, hurt, very hurt tone. Karen, I want nothing more than to see you happy. But you have to understand, there's no point of us being together if I am going to be such a negative effect on you. Negative effect? What the hell do you mean, you idiot? I've never been happier since I met you. How the hell can you call that a negative effect? As Naruto looked at her calmly. Karen, you have not grown since the first day I met you. In fact, you've regressed, said Naruto. You no longer focus on the important things. You're too busy with fashion and making yourself pretty instead of focusing on your ninja career. Sure, your medical and scientific knowledge has grown in leap and bounds, but you have not applied that to anything that could help you in battle. How are you going to protect yourself? Much less your comrades when danger arises. I am not saying this to be nasty or cruel, but at your current level, you have nothing to offer in battle besides your sense and ability and your healing. But how long are you going to stay alive to make that useful? You know we're all working for Orochimaru, a rather dangerous man who is wanted by several countries. Our very allegiance to him make us a target as well. So we're constantly in danger. She lowered her head as Naruto placed a hand under her chin and lifted her head up. I don't know if you have noticed, but there is something special about your chakra. Your chakra is far more potent. No, that is the wrong term. I should say that your chakra is far more dense than anything I have ever heard of before. It is said that chakra is not a gas or a liquid, but something between those two states. If we believe that the whole true with all persons, then you are the exception. I would say that your chakra is between a liquid and a solid. I'm not sure that is an accurate description though. But I'm sure you know what I'm trying to say. Wait, is that a bad thing? She said. Is there something wrong with my chakra? Will I be able to continue? Shh, said Naruto, cutting her off. Don't worry. I don't think that this is a defect. After all, if you haven't had any problems with chakra control so far, then there's nothing wrong with you. I think that it might be some kind of Kiki Genkai. Karen, you need to get strong. I care about you, and I want to protect you with everything I have. But I'm not stupid. No matter how strong I get, I'm not a god. It doesn't matter how many times I try. I won't be there all the time. In which case you'll have to hold your own for a while or when you're on your own. I want you to be strong because I don't think I can bear it if I lose you, said Naruto. I plan to rebuild the Uzumaki clan here in the Sound, and I want you, said Naruto. I need you to help me do that. I need you to be strong to protect our future children when I am not around. So I need you to be strong. That is why I need you to spend some time in the lab and try to discover what sort of Kekigenkai is this, and to follow up by becoming as strong as you can. As Naruto placed a hand on her cheek. I love you, he said, and I don't want to lose you. I couldn't bear it. Now do you understand, he said to her. As Naruto was showing maturity far above his age, despite only being 8 years old. He's been here for the past 2 years, and there has been so much that has happened. So much new development. There is a lot. You really mean it, she said. You really love me. Of course, said Naruto. That brought a smile on her face. She was beaming with joy right now, but she understood what he was trying to say, and she didn't want to die either. So you think I have a Kekigenkai? I think it is, said Naruto. I mean, what else could it be? It doesn't seem to be a negative effect on your chakra or body system. You probably haven't realized this because you never tried to sense your own chakra before. As Karen nodded her head, she will have to find out what it is. Naruto-kun, she said. As Naruto looked at her, I love you too. As a grin came on his face, Naruto's teeth were a lot more sharp. It was from his first transformation when he had faced off against Hyuga. His teeth became sharp. However, she found it cute and adorable. And in this moment she was just beyond happy. I promise you, she said, I'll get strong no matter what, so I can walk by your side. I know, said Naruto. I believe in you, 100%. End of flashback. I tried to sense my chakra after that, said Karen, as she had told Kabuto the story. I did not think it was even possible, but I can sense my own chakra in any foreign chakra that tried to enter my system. And Naruto-kun was right. My chakra is so dense and strong. That is why I need your help, Sensei. I need your help, please. Oh, so that is what she meant. Kabuto breathed a sigh of relief, now fully understanding what she meant. My, Karen-chan, he said. What an interesting development. You've got me. How can I not help after you just stimulate my prospect like that? Besides, as I said, you're my prize student, so of course I'll help you. As Karen beamed in joy, thank you, Kabuto-sensei, she said. So, when do we start? Come on now, Karen, he said. You know me better than that. Of course we start immediately. Meanwhile, in Land of Wave. So, how are we gonna do this, Korin-sama? Jugo asked in a soft, subdued tone. Jugo, as the leader of the Sound 5, has changed his outfit significantly. From his former black shorts and bare feet, now he was wearing a white kimono, open top, with a purple belt wrapped around his waist, with black ninja pants, and white bandage tied around his ankle, and black sandals. He also carried no weapons with him, something that shinobi should always have, but, well, he did not need it. Even though this was a dangerous S-rank mission, it all depends on the intel that Naruto is able to collect in this country. on our targets. By the way, how long do you plan on making us wait, Naruto? Gurren said, a serious look in her eyes. She was wearing red lipstick, she had fair skin, dark eyes, light blue hair, which she kept in a spiky ponytail with a few strands coming down the side of her face. You should try to practice some patience once in a while, Gurren-sama, said Naruto, as he was balancing himself on the incompleted bridge of Wave Country. His eyes were closed. His outfit was really similar to his monster brother. Only different is, his kimono was dark red, not white like Jugo, and also there was a blue shark on the back of it. The shark had its mouth wide open with razor sharp teeth. The inside of the mouth looked like a dark abyss, with two red glowing eyes. Around the image there was 9 long tails that created a vacuum-like spear around it. Naruto's words seemed to really piss Gurren off, because immediately a spear of crystal appeared in her hand as she drive it into the blonde's shoulder with impressive speed. Who the hell do you think you're talking to, she said. Chunin, I won't accept any disrespect from anyone here. As the only Jonin, and not to mention Orochimaru-sama, next vessel, I hold the authority over all of you. Got it, she said. The 12-year-old Gurren glared down towards the 8-year-old Naruto. Tuh. And what do you think you're doing attacking a comrade on a mission? That doesn't seem like a Jonin behavior to me, said Naruto. And I don't get how being Orochimaru-sama next vessel is anything good. I would never allow such a thing to happen to me, said Naruto angrily. How dare you, you traitor! Being Orochimaru-sama next body, I will become a part of Orochimaru-sama himself, and my powers and body will help him achieve his greatest desires and goals. It's an honor that only few individuals could ever have. How could you even say something like that? I should kill you for your traitorous mouth. Gurren, I suggest that you remove that crystal spear from his shoulder before something bad happens to you. You're lucky that Yakumo is not here to see this, otherwise this whole thing will end up in shambles. Jugo said in a dangerous tone. I don't take orders from you, and I will kill you too if you get in my way. Now stand down. That's an order, she said. Yes, it is true. You don't take orders from me, but I also do not take orders from you. As the leader of Orochimaru-sama Elite Guard, directly responsible for Orochimaru-sama protection and security, ranking such as your elite Jonin status don't mean a thing to me. Besides, how stupid do you think we are, Gurren? Jugo asked. What are you talking about, she said, as she had not yet removed the spear from Naruto, who did not even seem bothered in the slightest. If you had really intend to kill or injured my brother, his scales would have reacted and stopped your attack. Also, he could have avoided your attack with ease, because he would have sensed a change in your chakra before you even create your next attack, which means that he actually allowed you to attack him. Now, I do not know what is going on between the two of you, but clearly you both don't hate each other as you two believe. I will suggest that you sort out your differences after the completion of this mission. Now, since the two of you are hell-bent on acting like fools, I will take control of this assignment. Does anyone have a problem with that, Jugo asked. As Naruto chuckled, no problem, he said. It's better than having Grumpy Gurren as a boss. Who are you calling Grumpy, you prehistoric fish? And that is Gurren-sama to you, said Gurren. Enough, Jugo said. Honestly, and I used to think that I was just an uncivilized animal. You were, Gurren said, cutting Jugo off. Whatever, get rid of that spear, Gurren. And what information has your shadow clones gathered so far, Naruto? Said Jugo with an air of professionalism and authority. Tuh, said Gurren as she evaporated her crystal spear. As the small wound that it caused closed up immediately, there was not even a scar. As Gurren glared at Naruto as he was smirking at her. Naruto, I'm waiting. The 10-year-old Jugo spoke up. As Naruto got serious, this country, almost a year ago, was taken over by the richest businessman, Gato, of Gato Corporation. But it appeared that the purchase of the country resources and facilities were done by illegal means. Gato is very much involved in the underground market and use thugs, mercenaries, and rogue ninjas to do his illegal business, said Naruto. I see. So the demon of the mist has attached himself to this lowly scum in order to gain job security and financial support. But for Gato to hire a shinobi of that caliber, what could have possibly warranted the service of such a dangerous shinobi in a poor country like this? Asked Guren out loud. She's right. Do you know why he's here, Naruto? Asked Jugo. Yes. Zabuza has been ordered to eliminate the contractor that is responsible for this bridge. With Gato seizing control of the ports and using it for his own means, this country, with its economical benefits that are gained by the ports that are used for their shipping, has suffered immensely. I see, said Jugo. So this bridge is the only hope for the people of the Wave Country. If they manage to complete the bridge, they will be joined with the mainland, and they will no longer require the use of the seaports. Gato will also lose his control of these people and risk exposure. Still, this bridge builder, assuming that he's a mere civilian, why would Gato find it necessary to hire a shinobi to do a simple job? Asked Jugo. Gato has already sent his thugs to the bridge builder house to kill his grandson and kidnap his daughter. But I already sent my clones here to check out the house, and they arrived just in time to save them. But to answer your question, Tazuna-san has left the country in secret. I was able to find out that he made his way to Konoha to try and gain help by hiring some shinobi from the village, either for protection, to assassinate Gato, or both. Gato must have found out somehow about this and hired Zabuza and his crew to counter these measures. A very shrewd man he is, after all. We can't afford to have Konoha get involved in this. More importantly, we can't have them find out about you, Naruto, said Jugo. It's okay. I'll send a crystal clone after him. I should be able to catch up to him even if he had a 3-day head start, said Guren. Don't bother. I already sent a squad of clones after him, said Naruto. He won't reach Konoha. Good work. Now what about Yakumo and Jirobo? Where are they? And how many men does Zabuza have? Do you know their names or abilities? Jugo asks. Jirobo went hunting for food. He said that he could not work on an empty stomach, said Naruto. As Jugo and Guren both rolled their eyes in exasperation. And what of Yakumo and Zabuza's men? Asked Guren impatiently. Zabuza has a group of powerful shinobis in his ranks. He has a fellow member of the 7 Ninja Swordsmen of the Mist in his squad, the wielder of the Lightning Fang dual swords, Kuroseki. As both Jugo and Guren were surprised by that. 2 members of the 7 Swordsmen. This will be harder than I thought it would be. No wonder Orochimaru-sama gave this mission a S rank. Tell us, Naruto, who else does he have in his squad? Jugo asks. Well, right now their squad has separated. Probably in order to scout out the country just like we did. Reiga is traveling with the Demon Brothers and a younger kid with very strong chakra. Possibly older than me, but younger than you. I am not sure, but given his physical traits, I am most certain that he's a member of Kiri, Kaguya clan. So Kuroseki Reiga, a Kaguya kid, and the Demon Brothers. What a formidable team. A elite, close to mid-range fighter, a close-range specialist, and a tag team of weapon, poison, and genjutsu specialists. Quite a complete team they have. They're going to be hard to take down altogether. So who's going to be going after them? Guren questioned out. Let us receive the intel first before we decide how we're going to do this. Naruto, who does Zabuza have in his half of the squad? And what is Yakumo's current position? Zabuza is traveling with a feminine looking boy. I would say that he's probably the same age or 1 year younger than you, Jugo. His chakra is strong, and it feels extremely cold. To be quite frank, freezing. I think he's from the Yuki clan, so he must have the Hayaton Keiki Genkai. There's also someone else with them, someone with incredible strong chakra, but my clone has not been able to see them. They've been hiding inside the water and shadowing the 2 of them. My clone could sense his location in the water, but he could not see anything. It's almost like he's a part of the water itself. What? But how would that be possible? Are you sure that you haven't gone senile? Maybe a fish ate some of your brain cells during one of your underwater deep session. Guren said that she stifled a giggle as she saw the expression on his face after her saying that. I think I might know who he is. Or might, what clan he's from. You do? Said Naruto. Yes. He must be a member of the Hoshiki clan. The clan that the second Mizukage hail from. They're able to turn their bodies into liquid. On a whim. And they have a strong affinity to water. They're a very powerful and dangerous clan of warriors. Able to avoid damage by turning into water. And replenish their energy through fusing their body with a body of water mass. Which makes them very difficult to kill. Or even subdue, said Jugo. You're surprisingly very smart and knowledgeable about the ninja world, Jugo, said Gorin looking at him. I have to be. I am the leader of Orochimaru-sama personal guard. This knowledge is very valuable in order to do my job properly. In any case, if this guy is hiding inside the water, that means he's shadowing those two as extra protection. If they should get into trouble and tackle onto something that they can't handle, he will be there as their trump card or escape card in the battle. It's a very brilliant tactic. In any case, where is Yakumo? She's telling Riga half of the... Wait, no way. That's impossible, said Naruto. What's wrong? Jugo asks. They've discovered her, said Naruto. One of my clones have just been dispelled. But that's impossible. No one is able to find her when she's using her cloaking genjutsu. Not even with a dojutsu. Especially when she's trying to hide, said Goro in surprise. The two of you relax, Yakumo. It's very strong. She will be able to handle herself for a while, Naruto. Is there someone that you forgot to mention? Or is there someone that you did not sense? Anything strange at all, Jugo asks. Well, there was something funny about Reiga. He's carrying something on his back. It's very big. It's like a bag, but I think there's something in there. But I could not get a good reading on it. I tried to sense what it was, but it seemed like something was blocking my sensor. I don't know how to explain it. But that is what I got from my clones. Wait a minute. There's something else. This smell. There's two different... Oh, I see. What is it? Reiga has someone inside the bag that he's carrying on his back. A human. Judging by the size. Perhaps a child. I believe it's a sensor. Some kind. That would be able to see through Yakumo genjutsu. Alright. Gurren. Make a crystal clone. And have it fill Drobo on everything. And drag him back to the battlefield. You, Drobo and Yakumo will take care of Reiga and his team. Remember not to kill them, but don't underestimate them either. We need to get them to join our cause, Jugo said. As Gurren quickly formed the hand signs, a perfect replica out of crystals was created. Already knowing its orders, a clone vanished off. Alright, I take it that the two of you will handle Zabuza, Ice Boy, and Water Boy on your own. Gurren asks rhetorically. That's the plan. Do not worry about us. You just take care of your part of the job. As Naruto and Jugo remove their kimonos from their shoulder, allowing it to rest on their belts. As Naruto immediately transformed into a humanoid shark. As Jugo also transformed as well, with the jet boosters on his back. Gurren-sama, make sure you don't die. I want to have a one-on-one talk with you when this is over. There's something I want to tell you, said Naruto, before jumping off the bridge, as he dived into the water. Show off. Trying to act all cool and hardcore. You two be careful, said Gurren. We'll rendezvous at the bridge builder house when the mission has been completed. Good luck, said Jugo, as he blasted off into the sky. Not you too. Show off, she said. Guess I better go. As much as I hate to admit it, Naruto-kun would kill me if something bad happened to Yakumo. As she was now using the affectionate suffix with Naruto name, now that no one was there to hear it. Time skip. Haku, haven't you noticed something strange in the water? That shark, it's been following us for some time now. A deep, gruff voice spoke up. That voice belonged to none other than Zabuza and Momokai. Yes, definitely not a normal shark. A summon maybe. Haku said, as he looked rather feminine. He was an 8-year-old boy with pale skin, brown eyes, and long black hair tied in a loose ponytail, with two bangs coming on the side of his face. I don't know for sure, Haku, but... Zabuza trailed off with a troubled expression. What's the matter, Zabuza-sama? Haku asked in a worried tone. Haku, if this is who I think it is, the possibility of us surviving this battle are extremely low. The only person I know that use shark summons is the strongest out of the 7 ninja swordsmen, the tailless tail beast, Kisame. As Haku placed 2 and 2 together for himself, Every shinobi has a weakness no matter who they are. All we have to do is to remove Samehata from his possession and then we will have the advantage. And we have my ice techniques. And the water monster on our side to counter against is water attacks. In any case, even if we don't manage to defeat him, we will only have to hold him off until the others arrive. The advantage is ours here, Haku said, not showing any visible signs of fear. I guess you're right. Do it now, Suigetsu, Zabuza shouted. Water style, demon fish, shouted a juvenile voice. As it was under the water though, it should have been impossible to speak so clearly underwater. As the water pushed forward and grabbed the shark, as it created a monster fish that trapped the shark inside his body, which was made up out of complete water. Gotcha. No one has been ever able to escape this. Wait, what the hell? The now identified Suigetsu, who was 8 years old, said in shock. What are you? He said. I could ask you the same thing. Nevertheless, I've been waiting on you to reveal yourself. So thanks for taking the bait, the shark boy said with a toothy grin. So he really is a relative of the second Mizukage, a member of the great Hoshiki clan. And that sword floating on the water to his left, that's one of the 7 ninja blades. I see now. I've seen someone like him in the bingo books, however, the person is a bit older. As Naruto glanced towards the blade, it was giant as Zabuza's blade but completely different. It is long and wide but it was hollow in the middle. The handle is purple and the guard is as wide as the blade. What? You knew I was here this entire time? Suigetsu asks, in complete surprise. Of course I do. I'm a top class shinobi and a very good sensor, especially in the water. Now I remember. Tell me, are you related to Hoshiki? Mainjutsu, Naruto asks. As he realized that this is not normal water, it's far too dense. It feels like the inside of a water prison. It's a rather amazing jutsu to think that he can make a super version of the water prison that seemed to be movable. I could see how useful this would be against a boss summons like Orochimaru Manda or the three-headed snake. However, this jutsu is a great source of water manipulation, which means a lot of chakra is pumped into creating it, which means it's a wonderful meal for me, said Naruto with a grin. Hey, how the hell do you know about my brother? Suigetsu asks. Of course he does. Anyone who is anyone would know about your brother. He was a very strong and talented shinobi. You have big shoes to fill after all, said Zabuza, as he walked on top of the water with Haku following him. You speak of him like he's past tense. Don't tell me that he has perished. Who could have killed him? Naruto asks. He died to protect us. To protect me. Because I was too weak, Suigetsu said, anger, sadness all over his face as he gritted his teeth. We failed to kill that damn Mizukage, and he sacrificed himself to give us a chance. I'll kill him. They all call us monsters just because we were born different from them, and they hunted us down, and they killed my brother. I swear, I'll kill the Mizukage, Suigetsu said. I understand, said Naruto. Shut up! How could you ever understand? You understand nothing. Have you ever lost your only brother? Have you ever been hunted? Have you ever been called a monster? Suigetsu! Shut up. What have I told you about your emotions? Furthermore, you know that your brother would never want you to act this way. And besides, we do not even know who this person is. Sorry, Zabuza-sensei, said Suigetsu in a subdued tone. You're wrong, you know, said Naruto. I know exactly what it means to be hunted down like a monster. For someone to die for your sake. As Naruto was trying to talk to them, maybe they could somehow sort this out peacefully. However, nothing in this world ever go peacefully, as a battle of epic proportions was about to take place. But guys, we end up so right here. If you want to see next person do, like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification stay posted. Remember, share to all of your friends in social media platform. And don't forget to go ahead and check out the other what ifs over the other channels. But more for now, see you guys soon. Peace.